All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Powers through, and look at this, right away a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Hundley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Rosen to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing, Hundley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Rosen on first down. Flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Rosen. It's caught. Lockett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. Buying time to his left. He made it. Oh, he coughed it up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rosen on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Rosen. He's got Lockett. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Rosen. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Play action here with Rosen. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Back-to-back big plays right there. And the Bills have another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. It's Rosen. Steps away. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jordan Leggett the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. On first down, it's Rosen being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Bills on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, here's Rosen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rosen again on second and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. To throw is Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Third and goal, Rosen. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now Hundley. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Man open left side is Brown. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Throwing, Hundley. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... You know, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the team. There's a lot of